Okay, guys, quick little thing here. Actually, not that quick, but basically, what happened was this. I was going to school, stuff, and I was playing on my PS4, and then my dad came in with a suitcase. He came back home when he was shopping, and I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then he was like, "Oh, I'm going on a vacation to London." And then I asked mom about it, and then she was like, "Yeah, he is." And then like a couple of weeks before that trip, we went shopping. Basically, Papa went shopping for his stuff he had to do on his vacation, while I got like a big bag of barbecue chips. Little rant, I know, but basically, I found this big bag of barbecue chips. To really explain it, let me just. It's like this big. It can't even fit in the frame. It's that big. But the thing was like half of it was air, and then the rest was barbecue chips. Like, come on, man. But we went shopping, I remember, and then after that, my dad went on vacation, and basically, I wanted my dad to go to vacation. Basically, it was a school day, and I was waiting for Papa to go. I was like, "Oh, when are you going? When are you going?" And then Papa's Uber driver came in, but actually, nah, I'm joking. It ain't an Uber driver. It was a friend, and he basically got him Starbucks and all that. And then my dad got his luggage. First, he took my iPad Pro with the M1 chip. He took that, and he also took the charger. He took my sister's iPhone. Technically, it's not her iPhone because my dad upgraded, and my sister got that phone, but my dad hid it, and then Papa still took it for some. Well, my dad, sorry. I was thinking about something else. I was thinking about a funny video. I said something wrong, but my dad took it, and he took a bunch of other stuff. But then on the night before, he told me, "Oh, since I'm taking your iPad and all that," he was like, "Here, you have a choice." And basically, it was a suitcase. It had two stuff. It had a Windows computer and a MacBook. I was obviously like, "Oh, I want to choose a MacBook." And I was super excited about it, like really. And then I realized, oh, it already has a user who has a password, so I had to reset it. And then I had to change the Apple ID password, all that. And what was I gonna say? But I couldn't. And then my dad was like, "Dude, you're excited for me to go." Um, but But then when my dad got back, he gave me back my iPad Pro with the M1 chip, but he lost the brick. Oh no, the charger. So he just gave me the charger, and it is slow. I even went downstairs and got my old power brick for my iPad 7 generation. That's also my sister's that my dad had, and used that because the charging was slow. And if I remember correctly, it hasn't even gone up in the charge. No, I'm not joking. When I put it on charge, it was at 58%, and that was like at 5 o'clock, and it's still 58%. It says it's charging, but I don't think it is. Maybe it's only like keeping the battery at 58%. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. And then my sister also got her phone back. But yeah, but when I was using the MacBook, I downloaded a bunch of emulators. I first downloaded this emulator called 60 Force for the MacBook. It's not good. It emulates fine and everything, but the thing is you can't save. So every time you exit, you restart, and the only way you could save is if you paid. And I was like, dude, my dad ain't even here. You can't pay for it. So I got this emulator called OpenEMU. I'm looking from the Mac book, And then basically it was like, oh, drag the file here and then we'll save it so you can play it. I got the Super Mario Bros. Remake for the DS. I got Super Mario 64 for the, what was it? A Nintendo 64. I got Super Mario World for the SNES or NES, whichever one it is. And then I also got I Amazing. It's basically this thing where you can do stuff like detect stuff, but I mainly use it to check my iPad's battery life. Basically, when I go to my phone, I check on the battery percentage, or no, the battery settings, and then it tells me, oh, your battery is on great performance, or it's you need to get it replaced performance. But my iPad Pro doesn't do that, so I downloaded this thing to check, and mine's at normal currently. And it also detects spyware and all that, but I mainly just used it to check my iPad Pro's physical battery compatibility. I don't know, but then another but yeah. I don't want to say Among Us, but basically, I can finally play Call of Duty because Call of Duty Mobile isn't available on the Mac. But here is what I want to see with the Mac. First, I want to make it so that you can use iOS and iPadOS apps on Mac. So I can finally have a YouTube app. Like, it feels so weird to use the YouTube app now instead of the browser because I've been used to this for so long. You want to know something? My charging brick for a MacBook is so big that when I took a normal sized one, it felt so small. You're wondering, oh, why didn't you just use that? Well, you'll look genius. I think I have to move it down. Is that good? Wait, though. Bro, why is it just zooming in on the door? I don't care about the door. Bruh. I think it's because the charger's connected. I don't know why this thing is being like this. Look. See? It won't come off, so I'm stuck using... And plus, it's a different charger entirely. Look. Wait. See, look, it's a different charger, won't even fit. So, yeah, but Apple is like, oh, we put a cinematic mode in. No one's gonna use that. Do you really think movie professionals are gonna go on set, hold this tiny phone to record? Sure, it's maybe better, but the thing is, no movie professional is gonna do that. First, it would have to be cheaper. It would be able to be more trackable without buying a $30 extension. And then they may use it. I don't think freaking Disney's gonna use an iPhone in the cinematic mode to record the live action movies. First, it takes up a lot of storage. If I recorded this on for 10 minutes using cinematic mode, I would probably take up the whole entire base storage for the iPhone 13, which is 128 gigabytes. And I think the only reason people say they like the cinematic mode is for the storage. Because if they say, oh, we don't like it, then Apple's going to take away the cinematic mode. And the only reason they put the extra storage in was because cinematic mode takes up a lot of storage. So that's less storage. If you want, like, the iPhone, like 10, 11, maybe 12, has like 5 GB for the base storage, and then you can go up, but you have to pay more. But on the iPhone 13, it's 128 GB for the base model. Basically, when I got my new iPad Pro 3-in-1 chip, the base model was 128 GB, and it's doing me dandy right now. And I've had it since it came out, so but yeah. Anyway, I think the battery's gone down, actually. Oh, it went up by 1%. Went up by 1%. Oh. But another thing is the iPad Pro's cameras aren't as good as the iPhone 11s. Like, seriously, all you had to do, Apple, was take the front camera of the iPhone 13 or the newest iPhone, scale it up, and have it better cameras and everything, have it better support, have it better widescreen, everything. Make it bigger, attach it, and make sure it's actually good. Do the same thing for the camera right here, and then you would be good. But they didn't do that, and I can tell. Now, I want you guys to do this. Get the videos I shot on the MacBook. You can tell by how low quality it is, and then compare it to this one. Which one's better? Also, another thing is that when I use apps like Skype, I miss calls all the time because on my iPad, I'm using YouTube, and then it appears here, oh, this person is calling you. But on the MacBook, it won't do that. And then when you were like, oh, I have to call them, I forgot, like business or something, you go there and it says missed call, missed call, missed call. And it doesn't even notify you, oh, maybe I'll pick up this call. It does not. But basically, do not get the Epic installer. If you want to play Fortnite, just wait until this whole thing ends. The Epic installer for the MacBook sucks. I cannot close it. I even tried shutting down my computer one time, and the Epic installer was still on, and that's the reason why it wouldn't shut down. I can't get rid of it. I've deleted the file in the Find My app, in the Finder app, and it's still there. And I do have this like wireless thing, and it says, oh no, cleanup app, and it says, oh, if you want to we can remove this app or any of apps you want, but it costs a lot, but it costs like $10 or something. Like, bruh. But basically, you want to know how to get Carlson on your Mac for macOS Big Sur? Basically, what you have to do is that first you have to download Carlson, open it up, and go to package and then double click and then click show package contents. Then go to the Finder app, click go, click utilities, and then click, what was it again? You have to open up the terminal, and then you need to do CHMOD space plus X, and then you need to drag like every single thing from that list, and then press enter. And then maybe it'll work. You have to do it over and over. But the thing is, even then, it's super laggy. And I tried doing it for the 2D Carlson, but it's not working right now. So anyway, that ain't it. That ain't it. I'm joking, that's it. Wait, just took a big fart. Okay, bye.